Hi there. So in this video, I'll talk about one of my funny observation, which happened. I mean, we all know this kind of thing. Maybe you also have experienced this kind of thing. This is kind of weird. You will feel it. Um, um, this is kind of weird. I know. Like you have lots of friends, right? I also have a lot of friends, and I consider them they're my dearest friends. You also have a lot of friends whom you consider your dearest friends, and and a lot of relatives and then people or then you care about them most. Um, then the whole thing happens, and you really feel like these people are really your nearest and dearest. But the reality is, if you die today, many of these people will not know about that unless or until some other people informs them. Like, they are so much absorbed in their life, they don't care who you are and what you do and what your life is all about. This is kind of disturbing when you realize this is true. This is true, but this is true. Many of the people you care, they don't care about you, or at least in my case, this is kind of thing. This kind of thing happen. People are so busy. They are living their personal life, and they are really completely absorbed in their life. You know, they're completely absorbed in their life. They actually know. So, you know, this is kind of interesting. If you want, you can do some experiment. Actually, I have done some experiment. That's why I can now tell you that this is not like this now. Currently, I have done it. I realized this thing, but I have done the experiment recently to understand it, and this is true. If you want to know something, do some experiment, then you will really understand that. This is also a bit disturbing if you when you realize that the friends whom you really care, you love, basically they don't give a shit about you. Some of them, not all of them. So this is kind of disturbing when you look at them, when you look at the situation. But there is the other side of the coin also. There are friends, there are people who sincerely, honestly, really likes you, loves you, and they are really sacrificing a lot for you, and even from the far also they do care about you. So there are this kind of thing also. So I think the point should be like to figure out, to understand who is really your friends, your family, your buddy, your people, and figuring out that is, I think, a big point. The first you do it, the better it is, or else you are wasting your time with some wrong people. Wrong people, they will give you experience, bad experience. I mean, this is kind of, this happens, that's the point. This happens. We live in a very very complex world. So the more you're smart, the better it is. And or else you are like you'll just become a loser. People, some of them even are laughing about you outside, like um, you care them most, you love them most, you give them your best, and they think like you are stupid, you are garbage, you are not garbage, they think like you are stupid and you don't understand. This way they treat you, they laugh about this, but this is actually your genuine love. Because basically the problem is, these are the wrong people for you. They do not understand who you are, what type of jewels you are, and they do not value your love, your care to them. So this is what happens. So this is kind of interesting observation I usually do. If I want to understand something, I do some experiment, and experiment actually tells us a lot. Sometimes if one experiment is ambiguous, confusing, then do it 2-3 times, you will understand it. Sorry. All right, thank you very much.